Hello everybody, happy Monday. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. This is our DMR check for today. Okay, so we're working on the same skills this week. Our first skill we're working on is finding the sum. Okay, so we're finding the sum. The sum is an answer to an addition problem. We're going to add two 3-digit numbers here. Okay, we always start in the ones place. Okay, so if I separate my hundreds and my tens and my ones, to help me out, I start in the ones place and I have 1 plus 9, so that's 10. If I have 10, I have to regroup. Anything higher than 9, you have to regroup. So I am going to separate my tens and my ones. My ones are gonna go here. This 10 goes here to the tens place, okay? I'm all finished in my ones place and I move on to my tens place. So I'm gonna add my 1 with my 9 together first because those are partners of 10. And 10's a friendly number, and I know that 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 2 more is 12. Okay, so now I have 12. 12 is higher than 9, it's a 2-digit number, we've got to regroup. So I'm gonna put my 2 ones here and regroup here. Okay, so I have 1 plus 8 is 9, and 1 more is 10. Now, 10 is a 2-digit number also, but there's nowhere to regroup that. So I just write my 10, and it gives me a thousands place. If I was to regroup that 1 up here, it would just come right back down. So it makes a thousands place. So our sum for number 1 is 1,020. Give yourself a star if you got that one correct. Okay, so skill number 2, we are going to find the difference. We are subtracting two 3-digit numbers here. So separating my hundreds and my tens and my ones, we always start in our ones place. So if I have 1, do I have enough to take away 9? No, I don't. Remember, bigger bottom borrow. So I don't have enough to take away 9. I need to go next door and get 10 more. So I go over to my 7, and it becomes a 6 because it gives me one of its 10s, which I bring back over to the one I already have, and I have that one plus the 10 I just regrouped, which gives me 11. Okay, so this is no longer 1 and this is no longer 7. Now I have 11. That is enough to take away 9. So 9, 10, 11. If I count up 2, I get to 11. So I know that 11 minus 9 is 2. Okay, so 2 in the ones place. Now I'm moving over to my tens place. If I have 6, do I have enough to take away 2? Yes, I do. So 6 and take away 2 gives you 4. Okay, I didn't need to regroup in my tens place. Moving on to my hundreds place. If I have 6, do I have enough to take away 3? Yes, I do. So 6 minus 3 is 3. The difference for number 2 is 342. So give yourself a star if you got that one correct. Okay, so number 3, we're going to write 1,067 in expanded form. So remember, expanded form shows the value of each digit. It's the stretched out version of the number that shows the value of each digit. This is standard form. This is the regular way we see numbers. So let's write it in expanded form starting in our thousands place. If we have a 1, but it's in the thousands place, the value of that 1 is 1,000. Not just 1, it's 1,000. Okay, in the tens place, we have 0. So I'm not going to put a 0 to hold that place. The 0 has no value, but it does hold the hundreds place. So in expanded form, I don't have to put the 0 there. And then I'm moving to my tens place. I have a 6, but it's in the tens place. So the value of the 6 is 6 tens, that's 60. So 60. And then I have a 7 in my ones place. The value of a 7 in the ones place is 7 ones, so that is 7. So here's both numbers are the same. They're the same numbers, just written in different ways. It would take a long time to write all of our numbers all the time in expanded form. Look how long they are. They're stretched out. So that's why we normally write our numbers in standard form, because it's quicker. And it takes up less room. It's easier to see. But we know that even though it's written in standard form, each one of these digits have a different value depending on their place value, which we show here in expanded form. Okay, so our number of the day is the same number. So our number 1067, to find 10 more, I need to look at my tens place. Okay, I have 6 tens in this number. So if I add 1 10 onto that 6 tens, I'm gonna have 7 tens. The rest of my numbers stay the same. So it's 1077 would be 10 more. 10 less, back to the tens place. If I have 6 tens, but I take one of those tens away, I'll have 5. So that's 1057. So only my tens place changed, okay? 100 more, so looking at my hundreds place, I have 0 100s. So if I add a 100 in the hundreds place, I'll have 100 there. So 100 more is 1167. Okay, 100 less. Okay, to find, I have 0 100s. So how do I take 100 less away? So one way to help you figure this out is to draw your number using place value. Make a model of the number, use place value blocks. So that would be 1 in the thousands place. I'm just going to make it up here. My thousands, my hundreds, my tens, and my ones. So 1,000, that's 1,000. Okay, which they look like cubes. If you can't draw a cube, that's okay. Make a square and make another square around it so you know that it's different from the hundreds. I have 0 in the hundreds place here, so I'm not going to draw anything there. And then I have 6 in the tens place, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the tens place, and I have 7 in the ones place, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones. So I'm trying to find out what number would be 100 less, but I have no hundreds to take away. That means I need to go to my thousands, and I need to regroup my 1,000 into hundreds. So I'm gonna break my thousands up. And I know that there's 10 100s that equal a 1,000. So I'm going to take the 1,000, and I'm going to break it up into 10 100s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we'll do 10 right here. So I'm going to just scratch this 1,000 off because it's no longer there. It's now regrouped into 10 100s. So now, do I have enough 100s to find 100 less? Yes. So I'm going to take this 100 away, and that's 100 less. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hundreds. Okay, so now I have 0 thousands, 9 hundreds, and then my tens and ones place stayed the same. I still have 6 tens and 7 ones. So 100 less is, there's no thousands, 967 is 100 less. Okay, and expanded form, which we already showed over here, so I'm just gonna write it down again. It's 1,000 plus 6 tens, that's 60, plus 7 ones, that's 7. Okay, is my number odd or even? To find odd or even, I need to look at the ones place. Okay, so I'm gonna make 7 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So finding odd or even, I know that even numbers have pairs. You can pair up all the dots and everyone will have a partner. So let's see if everyone has a partner when there's 7. Okay, partners or pairs, that's 2. Okay, there are 1, 2, 3 groups of partners or pairs, but there's one that's left over that doesn't have a partner. That means that 1067 is an odd number. Okay, so give yourself stars for 3, and if you got your number of the day correct, that's another star. Okay, so that's your DMR for today. See you guys tomorrow.